I'm sorry if my mic is bad and for the extreme lack of editing in this video. I know usually on my other videos I usually have very good editing, like on my album reviews or stuff like that, or my top 50 songs of 2025, or you know, my other videos. But for this one, I'm not gonna do editing. I'm not gonna make my mic good. I don't see the point in that. It's not like a professional video or anything. But basically, if you've gone on my community posts and saw my latest post, I did talk about that. I did mention my lung collapsed, which is why I've been posting a lot of image polls recently instead of videos. I also want to apologize if I'm slurring my words a lot. You know, on all my album reviews, I obviously have a script with all the stuff I want to say about the album stuff, and for my other videos, such as my best songs of 2025 or most overrated albums of all time, that's my most popular video right now. Meow, meow. Like those type of videos, I obviously have a script, so I don't slur my words and know what I'm saying. But for this one, there's no script. Sorry if I slur my words. I'm sorry if I stutter. But basically, to take you back to the beginning of how it started, I was experiencing a lot of chest pain. It was really severe. It hurted so much. So I went to the ambulance. I went to hospital. I waited for like 8 hours of stuff. And when I was in the waiting room, there was a water fountain, like. You know, there was a water fountain. I drank some water, and when I swallowed the water, I realized I felt pain in my esophagus. I think that's what it's called, the tube where food goes down, and the word for it sounds like asparagus. I forgot the name, esophagus, whatever. But in my esophagus, I felt a lot of pain every time I swallowed food, so I thought I had a cut inside my esophagus, so that's what I told the doctor when I finished waiting. So they x-rayed me to see what was really going on, and when they x-rayed me, they saw my right lung was collapsed. There was a hole in it. Air was coming out. It was completely collapsed. I didn't see any of my x-ray scans. The teacher, not the teacher, the doctor did tell me that they were gonna show me what the X-ray looks like, but I needed my phone for that, and my phone died at the time, so I couldn't see. But my lung collapsed, and that's when I found out. I didn't know prior. Like I did experience a lot of shortness of breath. Like I could barely like breathe, and I was in a lot of pain, and it hurt a lot when I breathed, I guess. But I thought it was just like a chest pain. I didn't know it was that severe. They told me I had to do an operation. A few hours after that, I did the operation. I was in the operation room. During the operation, they had like a teacher and a student doing it, I believe. I'm just assuming that's what happened, because there was like this older doctor and a younger doctor. The younger doctor looks like my age. Like, I'm not, by the way, I'm not going to say my real age, but I'm not even in my 20s yet. I'm not in my 20s yet. I'm still very young. The younger doctor kept getting told what to do from the older doctor, which made me really anxious. I was not asleep, by the way. I had anesthesia, obviously, but I wasn't asleep during the whole operation. So the operation was like 25 minutes. And what the operation was, they put a tube inside, they cut a hole inside my right side of my chest, I guess, like the right side of my body, below my armpit. They did an operation, they cut my hole inside, and they put a tube in it. A see-through tube inside a hole on my right side of my body, below my armpit, and they connected the tube to this container with water in it. And what they tried to do is, because there was a tube in there, they wanted to take all the air out that escapes my collapsed right lung. The reason why there's water in the container, I believe, is so that every time it bubbles, it indicates that the air is escaping my body, which is really good. As the air escapes, the lung inflates back to normal. For the following days after the operation, I was in the hospital bed in this room. Oh my gosh, like I felt so much pain. I felt more pain after the operation than before the operation, honestly. The chest pain went away, but like every time I breathed, I think I'm pretty sure every time I took a breath, my lung would expand, and because it would expand, it would hit the edge of the tube. It would hurt so much. So every time I took a breath, I was just in pain, and it felt like a massive bruise was on my right lung. That's the best way I could describe it. You have to be in a certain position to be comfortable. From what I experienced, every time you lean back or lean forward during this, while the tube is in there, you would feel a lot of pain, like, you know. So what I had to do, I had to sleep while sitting down. Why is there an ad? It was not easy. I would take a nap and dream for like 1 hour and then wake up because of the pain. And when I woke up, I would have a very shortness of breath. I would struggle to breathe a lot, and I would get the nurses to help me and stuff and give me painkillers. And then I'd go back to sleep an hour later or so, and then I had to wake up again because of the pain. It was just a really exhausting process, so it was really painful. And for the first 3 days when I was in the hospital bed, by the way, when I say like specific days as like how long ago it was, I completely lost track of time, so I don't remember exactly. Yeah, for like 6, 7 days, I'm not exactly sure. Like I said, I had no visitors. On my hospital bed, I just did not have any visitors. When I had no visitors, it was the most boring, depressing thing ever. I was so bored. I was just like, I think about it. You're in a hospital bed. You're in so much pain. You have no visitors. You're just so bored. And yeah, so for the first few days I had no visitors, which sucked. Eventually I actually told people about it, and I did have visitors eventually. And when the visitors came, the whole situation just went from really depressing and stressful and painful to still painful, but it just turned so comfortable quick, because when I had visitors, not only did the pain go down, but like the hospital environment in general, even during the first few days when I still had pain, the environment of the hospital bed, the nurses were super kind and caring and stuff. It was just really peaceful. Like, it's to the point where I wish I could go back now. Like, I don't want to be at home. It was so peaceful and comfortable when visitors came and stuff. You know, I also had breakfast, lunch, dinner and stuff, which was really good for free. The mashed potatoes was really just not seasoned, no gravy, really not good, dead potatoes. But the flipping the mac and cheese, the mac and cheese was banging. The mac and cheese was really tasty. But anyways, I'm sorry for the lack of editing again. I was on the hospital bed for 6-7 days, and eventually on the last day they told me that I mean, we didn't know it was the last day yet. I was not sure how long I was going to stay for, but on the last day, confirmed now, they x-rayed me again and they saw that my lung was back to normal, it seems like. So they sent me home. I mean, so they x-rayed me. It was fine. They took the tube out and then x-rayed me again just to double check, and then they sent me home because the double checked x-ray was good, and the food was so good that I just wanted to. I stayed till dinner. I actually stayed until dinner. Now I'm home. I'm able to make videos again. They told me stuff that I can't do. I cannot go on a plane. I cannot go scuba diving forever. For the rest of my life, I cannot go scuba diving. If I experience any of the symptoms again, I need to go to the emergency room. I'm slurring my words again, I'm sorry. The emergency room immediately. Possibly, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the next time I experience this, if I ever do experience this again, it's probably going to be life-threatening. But yeah, I'm home now, I can make videos again. Please, if you watch my channel, go check out my community posts. Go check my community posts if you like my channel. And I want to thank you guys for helping me hit 100 subscribers. Also check out my top 50 best songs of 2025 if you haven't already, because I put a lot of time and effort into that video, and it only has like 50 views or something. I thought it would get more views, but it didn't. Happy I can make videos again, but I'm still sad that I don't know, it was just more comfortable being on the bed.